welcome out there, UATP friends and family. Just a quick video on two new items that we have available in our demonstration library. A great product called Liftware, and you can Google that. It's Liftware. And they have two particular products that I know of. There might be one more in development, but we have two available here. One's called the Steady and one's called the Eye Level. And I'm going to first take a minute and demonstrate the Steady. Got some colorful M&Ms here. Now what this ultimately does, and you can go online and read about the technology behind it. It's quite fascinating the way the engineer developed it, but I know it operates off what they call a gyro system, and then it's also smart. But I'm going to first demonstrate this by shaking my hand to the best of the ability I have to imitate either some sort of tremor and or Parkinson's. Tremors can be caused, as we know, from various different things, but Parkinson is the main pretty prevalent disease out there that I know many deal with, and we want our consumers to be aware of this wonderful device we have available for them to demo. So first of all, I'm going to take this spoon off of it, and I'm going to try and demonstrate a small tremor coming to my mouth. On my back way, I'm going to put a couple M&Ms on this. In fact, maybe I'll put them all on there. We can kind of see how that played out. I don't need to obviously describe that. I'm going to gather another M&M here though. Now I'm going to try and do that same movement that imitates a small tremor of Parkinson's with this device and the same amount of M&Ms on it. And I'm actually increasing the intensity of my tremor and or shake. Isn't that impressive? And if I kind of get a side-by-side fast, look at that, look at that. Isn't that neat? What, we lost one, but by now I'd have lost everything on this. So I think it's self-explanatory. Now let's next go to what they call the eye level. Now I can see many uses for this, but we're going to talk primarily about two with some of the clients we based that we work with in some of our feeding clinics that we do, and that is contractured hands. Now over time, people become, dependent on the disability they have, they can become more contractured and or just simply contractured that from an accident or whatever it may be, and over time that can, through therapy such as Botox, can eventually relax. But until then, I want to demonstrate how the eye level works, and I'm going to do my best to model a contractured hand. So one that's, and oftentimes when we talk about contraction, I'm going to have my arm turned in and my hand turned in and my hands tight, and wow, look at that. Look what this does. You can see, now I'm going to put my hand in the right. If I roll my wrist back all the way, of course, I can put the M&Ms, the product on there, and look at that. Watch as I twist, and I come down or up. Here's that contraction. Look at that. Isn't that neat how that can... And I like that it has the ability to strap to your hand, because so many times I will see that people's hands are locked in different positions. And so then I have to kind of ultimately bend the spoon or in such a way that it wraps or locks around certain fingers. But with this one, you can simply slant all four, assuming that they can release their fingers, which Most can. And we can demo that. The other one that, another use for this that I could see would be valuable is that of spastic. So, you know, again, spastic muscles, where muscles are hands are locked and muscles are tight, and hands can get locked at a certain place at certain times with spastic behavior. And I can see where this eye level would be very useful in that situation. Anyway, I think if you would like to further learn about the product, just simply jump online. There's some great videos on YouTube about it. But more important than that, I want you guys to know out there that it is available here at the UATP for demonstration and for loan. It is not a cheap product. Both of these are somewhere around the $200 to $250 range. I know there's grants available for them, but I believe them to be a great and useful product. So yeah, if you have any questions, come see me.